Howdy, y'all. My name's Fistlord. Today, we're gonna be reading a Roblox Creepypasta. And I gotta be honest, this one so far has been my favorite. It's spooky, scary, it definitely gave my spine a shiver down it. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. The Roblox Stalker. Back when I started making accounts, I didn't know what I was doing. I was only 6 years old. I just messed around on games having fun. When I went into a game, I don't remember what it was, but I'm sure it was natural disaster survival. I saw a user whose name changed every 10 seconds if I were to estimate. His name first said, "Coolboy1235 will die." Now, to a lot of you, you're not gonna think that's scary, but the weird thing is, I went to see his profile and obviously it wasn't there. But the other weird thing is that the page that said error had the builder person who appears whenever you go to the error page dead with organs spilling out of him and blood everywhere. I exited the page immediately since I was only 6 at the time, and I learned stuff that most 6-year-olds don't learn what organs are till they're older, like 8 or 9. So I knew this was stuff my parents don't let me see. Just then, my second oldest brother walked into the room and said to me,
"Why did you just have a panicked look on your face?"
Most intellectuals would just lie and pretend nothing happened, but I decided to let him get creeped out too. I showed him the page, and he went from a confused face to just shock. I went back on the game, except nothing was there except me, hanging from a tree. My brother got really scared. It also showed the person with the changing name looking at my dead body. Then he turned his head. My computer had a face cam / microphone on it, so for some reason I looked at it. It was on. My brother and I got so terrified we left the game and took some precautions. The face cam did turn off, but I still had a feeling whoever was watching us still saw us. The next day, we told our parents what happened. It turns out that was someone in our neighborhood. My parents called the police. The police didn't find him. This whole thing was on the news. The person's name was not known since people really never got to know him. But they said they had gotten reports on the person spying on kids and tracking their location. Me and my brother froze. We looked at each other and looked at our parents. We decided to tell them that the face cam was on when this happened. They too froze and stared in shock at us. My dad got up from the couch and locked every door, window, and blinds. He told me and my brother to not play Roblox because if he saw us again, we could be murdered. Then my dad told the police. Here's how the call went.
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, my kids are playing their favorite game called Roblox. You probably have heard of it, but they told us my youngest son found a user with a weird username. And when they went to his profile, there was organs and blood, like real organs and blood.
And how is this an emergency?
There was a face cam we have on our computer, and it was on. My 2 sons knew he/she was watching. Did you watch the news because the story came on? We think he's a murderer.
Do you want us to send SWAT if the murderer comes?
Yes, do you want us to let him reveal our location if he comes?
No, because where do you live?
I live in...
For privacy, I'm not saying where I live. Pretend he's telling the location.
See, sir, the nearest police station is 30 minutes from you. Just in case he comes before we get here, make sure you're ready.
Okay, thank you. Kids, we're going into one of your rooms. I'll bring a knife just in case that person comes.
We went into my room, but we heard a knock on our door. We knew it was him because the police said 30 minutes. He kicked the door down. My dad was ready to possibly stab him or kill the murderer. We hear him come through the door. My dad gets his knife ready, but he decides to go really fast and stab them. He succeeded. He made sure he was unconscious so he couldn't kill us. After that, the person who tried to kill us was on the newspaper, but popular theory people thought he was a part of the Illuminati. A lot of other people didn't understand why, but when he was in interrogation, he admitted he needed to bring dead bodies to the Illuminati or he would be dead. We all got creeped out, but knew we were safe. Police arrested him for a life sentence. I was always careful and knew to leave a game when something weird happens. But when I was older, I thought this. Could the person of the account actually murder the original account owner if there was? That stuck in my head until I was 10. It turns out it was true. The original account was called Superblocks235. He was only 9 years old. His family wasn't home when he got murdered. But I also thought to myself, why does the Illuminati go on Roblox to find someone's location to murder someone? But I forgot about the Illuminati ever since. The account changed back to Superblocks235, but weirdly said on the bio, killed by the Illuminati. The account is now famous for that statement, and is now a grave in Roblox. Well, that certainly was a story. Now, I gotta be honest, this is both the absolute best and the absolute worst story I have read so far. This story has everything I love in one of those bad early 2010s gaming creepypastas: broken grammar, a general lack of pacing, and a completely unnecessary reference to the Illuminati. I love it. But I have to say, this is the absolute worst story I've read so far just because of how it is formatted. Look at this. Oh my god, I can probably count every single period in this entire brick of text on two hands. That's just insane. I mean, they probably were like 11 when they wrote this. They just listened to Jeff the Killer and decided to write their own story, which is another reason why I love it. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Go away.